Right, so welcome back to the channel, and the next video is tennis elbow. So if a patient is really struggling with acute tennis elbow, really struggling with pain, then I like to do isometrics for some pain relief. So I generally do what we call yielding isometrics. So I will do it for wrist extension. So basically making sure that they're not dropping, keeping my elbow slightly bent. Okay, and obviously as that gets easier, you can straighten out further. But while we're doing the isometrics, I will also do isometric supinator activity. So I will bring them into neutral, elbow bent, and then I will do a half turn and then just hold it there. 45 seconds, 5 times, 2 to 3 times a day. So they're the two isometrics. When that's nice and easy, we then can progress. So I will go from an isometric to eccentric. So I will generally start them up, grab the resistance, and slowly lower down, up, and then down. And yes, you will get some concentric coming up, but it's eccentric with the weight. And I do 3 lots of 10 to 12 with a minute's rest after each one. When that gets easier, we then progress from eccentric to I then do all the way through. We're doing concentric and eccentric. Now, when we are doing this position, and we've already said about going into a half turn, so we're doing isometric supination, it's controlling the pronation. So what we then do is we get to make that a little harder, so we can then go all the way through, bring them up, and we're coming down. As that gets better, obviously we go through range, and then as that gets easier, we then can use a stick, and obviously the closer to the middle the easier, but eventually we want it quite hard, and then long lever, and we're doing it like that. So it's really important that with tennis elbow, we're not just focusing on the elbow. If there is a problem with the cuff, that will need to be worked on as well. So one of the things I like to do just to start is in that position, and you can just do concentric and eccentric cuff, but make sure you're not sort of doing that. So it's wrist and forearm are straight, and then down we go. So the next one is just some of the scapular control. So I generally do it, if we can, doing the Y, but that depends on if the patient's elbow is really irritable. If it is, I then do a short lever, and then I just come up. So it's the same position, with a short lever. We're doing the serratus punch. Just like that.